I bet you thought you'd seen the last of Vlog Ruby, but you ain't. I've wanted to do one of these for so long. I actually have footage for like two vlogs worth of footage. There's one that's just like me and my friends are all too inebriated for it to be reasonable to edit that into anything. It's my buddy's band's very last show tonight. Buddies are doing karaoke at my favorite bar. It's just a lot of like culminating things, I'm thinking. Peace and love. Welcome back, me. This is what I look like right now. Sweatshirt, pant, water stain, necklace. I'm feeling a little shy now about vlogging. I'm wearing Debbie Harry-esque Popeye shirt. Got some line happening. Little clip. Something in my eye. Classique. So we're doing some word on the street, hard-hitting journalism today. How do you feel about what are your feelings about the end of Flush? Let's have some talking heads. Yeah.
But I hear there's more in the works. I'm looking forward to everything that they have
Okay, last one for you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The many human rights crises in modern cities. Hey, do you have anything funny to say about human rights issues?
Human rights is pretty much the biggest punchline of them all, because I don't know a single country that actually has it. Anyway, Flush is good.
It sure is. Aren't we gonna miss that an enigmatic group? Yeah.
Human rights are more like human wrongs.
Whoa!
B-U-N-O-S-N-O-C-H-E.
You know what?
That's beautiful. Juliet, be nice.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Big news is I am playing a set at the Horseshoe Tavern February 2nd. Wee woo wee woo woo. My sweet friend messaged me and said, "Oh, you want to play the Horseshoe Tavern?" And I said, "Yeah." But I had sung harmonies with her before, and that's what I assumed she meant. And it turns out she meant I playing my own set. There are a couple of times I can remember getting a piece of news where I felt like getting the wind knocked out of me. And this just about felt like that, except I was at work, so I didn't really process it that way. But I'm trying for my gratitude to still feel like a sucker punch every time I really think about it. We'll see how much initiative I take actually recording it, but one of the most special things in my life is my open stage. And this is the last one before New Year's, so I made these silly hats and I hand cut them, and I think that they will mostly be probably thrown out after tonight, but it's worth it.
Open up and greet me. After all, you know, this is Christmas Eve.
Altre contini contina, los que io sono, sosteneste la caffeina, come los peces en el río.
My lovely friend Natalie did a little birthday celebration where we did a double feature of Josie and the Pussycats and Spice World. So I got like a grocery store cake and I decorated it like this, and I'm very proud of myself. What I'm working on right now trade secrets slash unusual process for live performance theory. I've been complimented on my set lists before. This is something that is important to me, especially when I'm opening a show, which I kind of prefer to headlining it, maybe. And leading up to the show, because I'm playing a 45-minute set next week. Leading up to the show, I write down all the songs that I think I want to put on the set list. Songs that I know to be hits of mine that people have come up and complimented me on after. I have songs that are my favorites. I have songs that I haven't played out in a long time or at all. Songs that I feel like have become more topical, or songs that are less emotionally relevant, and it'll be easier for me to get through them because you're riding the crest of the wave, you're face first into the sun. That's how you write the real hard hitters. Anyways, so I made this chart today, which I always have in my head, but I don't think I've made a physical one before. So imagine this is 45 minutes. This is set. And I created this kind of scale of things. This symbology is so I can designate these symbols to the songs. And I'm not going to necessarily literally do that, but I can, you know, look at a title of a song and be like, oh, that one is energetic, or some of them will have two. But, you know, I think everyone is primarily, and this is true of my my songs. These are kind of like the categories of songs that I'm thinking of playing in this set list. So I have energetic, hopeful, mellow, thinker, and sad. And then, so this will be the start of the 45-minute period. This will be the end. And the scale is not traditional. Like, it's not like, oh, it's going happy, and then this part is sad, although that part is sad. So here is the start of the show. Starting it in a pretty energetic place, and then the top of the page is a hit. So that's like where in the set I want to insert a song that I know people like. And I like to try to assess what kind of crowd it's going to be based on the artist that I'm playing with, and thinking about what kinds of songs and sounds the other artists in the show have. I know I'm opening for my friend Sarah, so I just want to make sure that everybody's brain is primed for that. And I haven't devised my actual set list, but I have the songs, I have the flow, and I think it'll be it won't take long to create the actual order after this. I'm honored to shoot with Haley and Neil, Birds of North America. They're some of my favorite creatives, like one of my favorite designers at all, Canadian independent, slow fashion. One of the coolest opportunities I've had. This is going to be my third time working with them. Maybe they'll let me shoot a little bit in the studio. I don't know, but rock and roll. Yeah, I'm getting the low battery alert, so it might just have to be. Do you want to do a little wave? I always have such an amazing time working with these people. They're true artists and such kind individuals. I'm so happy that our paths happened to cross. So this is the first half of their Spring-Summer 2026 collection. I love all the pieces. Every time I've worked with them, and this is the third time, I've just liked what they're doing more and more. And they've been in the business for such a long time, and they're doing new things. And Haley is the designer, and she's really just still doing her, and I love that about this brand. And they've recently made the conscious decision to move away from synthetic fabrics, which is an initiative that I think is so awesome and important. And as you can see from the footage, we're having just a great time. Yeah, the quality of construction of these clothes is so amazing. I've considered them to be aspirational for so long, and they really fit the human body. I'm not paid to say any of this, by the way, but they make an effort to make the clothes accessible. Their sales are really good, and they have this thing called the re-nesting program, where you're able to send in pieces from previous collections that you've loved already, and they, you know, clean and process and resell them for a discounted price and give you store credit in exchange. So you can, you know, the garments can kind of go back home when you're done with them, and you can find something new for yourself, which I think is so fantastic. And speaking of birds, these are just some pigeons doing what pigeons do. If pigeons have no fans, I am deceased. I love these guys so much. I was so honored to capture that. And then I went to Tutuin Gallery, which is unfortunately getting evicted from this space, which is a freaking travesty. It's easily my favorite shop in the city. Just a collection of a mixture of independent Canadian art and dead stock cutesy things. The curation is freaking fantastic. Like it's a wonderful place to go. And it's easy to patronize. The things aren't inaccessibly priced. Like there's things for like $3 and $5. And there's also things that are more expensive, like, you know, full-size art pieces and stuff. But I will miss this space so much. And they were doing free button workshop, so I made this little gal. The star is twinkling. I did not think I'd be able to capture it, but it's just nuts, and I thought it was an airplane, but it's stationary. You know, it's funny, because in the, I don't know, it's a Christmas pageant called, I feel so silly for not remembering, but the whole thing is that the three wise men are following the North Star. And I'm feeling like very unwise because I just considered like trying to change my vantage point to get closer to that star so that I could get a good clip of it. But honestly, I don't think on foot it's gonna make much of a difference. Look at me, remembering to filming myself leaving late. Sorry, guys. Filming myself out of focus. Woo woo woo. Guitar, cha-cha, bag with makeup and shoes and tuning pedal and extra cable and strap. Got my sweet little ampy pie. Did yourself and your brother abscond to where did yourself and your brother abscond to see of your morning? Where did you go get They're stacking stools. They're doing stool stacks. Spread the word. Seasons climbing out, and I never once followed top down. I never once started to run at the cross. Hell, I never called it a showdown. I handed my gold down for love. My body rejects them like it tends to reject anything I don't want, because you swell at the mention. I made velvet paintings of maybe mariachi children. This is a look. They got these nutso booties. We got it's a Queen Mab depiction. This is like this is my second favorite necklace. This is like acetate muse, and it used to have two sides and not be broken, but I got in here and I noticed that the chain was on the ground, and I had to like go outside and like alley-oop over a snowbank, and it was like lying in the road, and I think it had been run over. But I'm really glad that I retrieved this much of it before. I've broken it once before, but obviously not this severely. And it sucks because like my favorite necklace that I wore every day, the chain broke today, which is why I wore my second favorite necklace. But it's okay, we're both here. Right, this is not your party. See all friends with their hearts dashed out. What? Bye, shoe green room. I'm so tired. Try to censor the Wi-Fi password. Yeah.
Oh, maybe yeah. We don't want the
No, it's okay. That's I'm a pro. Yeah, I think.